Okay, we have Mr. Swelly himself,
Yes,
Dante
sir.
Branch. So, first I just want you to, before we get into the questions, just tell me about yourself and like your clothing line. Just kind of, give you a shout out.
Okay, like you said, I'm Dante Branch, the Dante Branch. I put that on there because I've seen somebody else with Dante Branch on social media before. So I'm the Dante Branch. I'm from Pleasant Grove, Dallas, Texas. I always got to throw the Grove in there. I'm just another guy that started the clothing brand, and like we said before we started, I always try to execute. So that's about it right now.
Okay, cool. So I see in your Instagram bio say you're the CEO, like you started Swelly, right?
Right.
So I just kind of, I want to get like kind of deeper in for those who trying to start their own clothing brand. Like, did you start by yourself? Did you always have a team with you? Cause I see that you have, how many people have in your team now?
I don't want to miss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 8 of us.
8 of you. So was it always 8? Did it build up to that point? Like, how did it kind of go?
Okay, so it's crazy, but I need to read my bio because I don't even know what's in there. I didn't even know I had CEO in my bio. But yeah, let me take that off. I don't like that. But when it first started, it's funny. It wasn't like I had an idea that I wanted to sell hats.
Mm-hmm.
I just started out small and do hats, and it wasn't even Swelly. It was like DB is my initials. If you got a DB hat, you know what I'm talking about. So like them the real core fans. But so now it really started out with just 2 of us. It was myself doing the clothes. I had a photographer, CJ, and it was just us 2. And then it just started growing. I had right now I think it's 4. I don't want to miss. I think it's like 3 of my frat brothers included. So it's 4 alphas in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just people that I knew that can work. I work well with. And then I got someone that runs social media, Viviana. She's amazing. And she went to college with me, but we wasn't even friends in college. It was just one of them things. I just saw in her bio one day she did something. I'm like, do you want to come on the team? Have you heard about the brand? She was cool with it, and that made it easy. And then I got graphics. The people that do graphics, it's just a team. It was so organic that I didn't plan on adding new people. It just happened. So
right.
Yeah.
So you said it was more organic, like you didn't necessarily force anything. You started with the DB hats, and like Swelly just came.
Yeah. So Swelly in college, that was my nickname.
Okay.
They called me Swelly, and it was a play on like a cocky person. Back when they deemed cocky as bad, so I'm like, let me come up with another word and still be cocky. So
right.
So that's what it means to have confidence in everything you do. So I said that was my nickname. Then I was like, I can turn it up on these hats and just make a whole clothing line out of it. So that's how Swelly came about.
Right. So what made you choose like the boat and like type of design?
Alright, so I'm gonna let you know this is the second boat. The first boat, I ain't gonna lie, it was trash. It was real trash. But it came out, one of the people on my team, Ziggy, he had an idea like, hey man, you should stay. I told him I want to do clothes. I just need a logo. I had the name, I just don't know what's gonna be the brand. He said randomly, I don't want to keep going. Okay, you've seen the story a million times, but he just randomly said do a boat, and I was like, why do a boat? And he was like, because ain't nobody doing boats. That was his answer for it. That was his reason, and that's all I needed. And we just took off from there. So that's how it happened.
Oh, cool. So it's just like, man, let's just use a boat.
Yeah. So the whole brand, my whole story, everything's just been organic. I didn't try to force nothing. Everything just come to me. That's why I just find. That's how I feel like it's my purpose. And I'm doing the right thing. Cause I'm not trying too hard to do anything.
And I feel like it's important to add too, because a lot of people like try to plan too hard.
Yeah.
And like they don't just let the world or the universe work as it's supposed to. So it's kind of like yours is like the opposite.
Yeah, that's
like
exactly what I
the
do.
universe is kind of started now. You kind of get into more like the planning and like the CEO type of stuff, right?
That's exactly how it happened.
Interesting. So like, what is like? So you said it's like Swelly's kind of like a word for like cocky, swell, like one of those type of things. So what's like the whole purpose, and inspiration around like just to?
Okay. So in this generation of people, I don't think nobody's promoting positivity. First of all, everything that go viral be negative. Like you can't find. So mine is just have confidence in yourself. Like no matter what you doing, when you wake up say you wake up tomorrow, you be like, I'm the most handsome person alive. That's how I wake up some days. I'm like, when I step out of here, I'm the most handsome person on this side of the Mississippi River. I don't know. I just made some, or when I get a haircut and nobody messing with me. Now, sometimes they have really confident. Then sometimes if you playing 2K, can't nobody mess with me on 2K. It just Swelly's not like I gotta be amazing all the time. It's just when I do something, I'm amazing at the small things in life. So that makes you a better person as a whole. So that's my interpretation on it. And I had other people tell me it means something different to them. That's what I like about it. So
Cool. So I see you said like you start off as hats, right?
Yeah.
And I see like what's like your number one sell? Like t-shirts, crew necks. Like what's your number one sell?
T-shirts.
T-shirts. So like I seen that you just dropped some swim trunks, right?
Right.
So like what's next up? Like do you just want to have like take over the whole fashion game from head to toe, or like you want to be more specific with things?
I try to be strategic with it. I try to do. Cause I don't want to go too fast and then mess up and just waste money and waste capital. So I'll be trying to be smart. Like t-shirts gonna always be the staple. That's how we started. Mm-hmm. I started with shirts in my trunk. Like I really have the trunk with it. Like the rappers say I'm selling mixtapes at the trunk. That's how it was with my t-shirt. Right. So we just we smart on how we want to operate it. And my team helped me. So like the guy Ziggy, he's like. He really do a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. He just do a lot, but he don't have I don't even know if we have like a specific title for him. I think we do, but he just do a lot of stuff. So. Like we know, so I think in clothing you gotta be smart. You gotta realize what's coming next. Mm-hmm. So like right now it's summer. I'm not really thinking about summer stuff. I'm really thinking about like what we gonna do in the fall and the winter. Like let's do windbreakers. Don't say so. I'm thinking like that's gonna be the new stuff. And then when we finish with that, then we're working on the summer again. So that's how it works. I'm not even thinking about like I know somebody told me like biker shorts and stuff. Like we might do it. I had some ideas on doing. We could do it, but we really focus on the next season.
Okay, cool. And like when my last questions for you, I see like for Juneteenth you had the special design and stuff like that. So do you try to do something like that for every special like holiday?
I really don't. That's why I say it was organic. And that's my first time ever taking the boat out of the logo. Ever. Like we done switched the colors up. We did it for Pride Month. We done had the rainbow Swelly shirt, but like the logo's still the same. But I feel like Juneteenth is a holiday. A lot of people don't speak on it. So I was like, let's just try to start a conversation. I feel like that's the only way anything will ever change with the conversation. Right. So like, let's just take the boat out. Let's not make it about us. It's still gonna be Swelly. That way, then my interpretation, like I said, we take the boat out, put the fist on, and that was like we really have confidence in being black. That's how I looked at it. I don't know how people took the shirt. Right. I ain't never told nobody that. So in my mind, I'm like, that's how I saw it. Right. So I'm like, let's take the boat out. Well, I didn't even say that. It was really one of my team, Uche. I don't know if you probably know Uche. He just randomly sent me a design. I was like. He sent me like a mock-up of a shirt. I'm like, all right, send me the logo. Let's get on it now. So that's how it worked. I think I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning because some nights I just can't sleep that well. Had a text message from him at like 2:30, so he was up late doing. I don't know what Uche was doing, but he sent that up late. And the next morning I acted on it. So like I said, ain't nothing is too planned out. It's just we have fun with it. I think we start stressing over like, oh, we need a new design, and then it don't work, you feel bad. So I like if it worked, it do. If it don't, it don't. Most times the ones that we didn't plan out worked better than the ones we did plan though.
Exactly. So that was the last question I had for you. So you just want to look at the camera, give yourself a shout out.
All right.
Coming next.
Follow me on social media, the Dante Branch, DanteBranch. Follow Swelly Clothing at Swelly Clothing on our platform. We actually got a podcast as well, so it's Swelly Podcast. Yeah, man, just follow the most handsome person on this side of the Mississippi.